Yeah, mine's gonna be all dead today, bro. No alcohol, no weed. Sheesh.
I got us. I had a ginger shot, so I'm good.
He's the CM Punk of the podcast.
Yeah. Monty's the CM Punk of the podcast. Did you guys ever see him when he fought in the UFC? That was so funny.
We shouldn't talk
Horrible.
about wrestling. We don't know anything about it.
I'm talking. Oh, nothing.
So I have a question for you guys.
Perfect. I want to hear it.
So we're all older now, and a lot of our friends have kids already.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you're out and about and you see like your friend's kid? He's probably in like middle school or maybe high school, and you see him like smoking weed in the alleyway or something, you know, with some people. Are you snitching? Are you gonna let your friend know? Like, let's say you don't know if it was weed or what it was. You're just kind of like, oh, this fool's like, you know, doing something.
If I don't know if it was weed, I'm gonna make sure.
My question is, are you snitching out on your homie's son, to your homie?
It depends how close I am to my homie.
Yeah.
If it's like
a real close
a
homie?
casual, I'm probably not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Just because like not my business. Like, and what if they know already?
If I caught one of your kids smoking weed, I'd probably be like, I'm gonna make him tell you before I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Especially
that's always a good one. That's always a good one.
Especially like
if you don't tell him, I will. Yeah.
But I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Wait, you wouldn't tell Monty if his kid was
It just
smoking?
depends. It depends. Like, is he with his homies? Like, is it summer? Like,
What? That's a bad homie.
Is it
no, I'm not a bad homie. If your son, no. If your
I only snitch in the fall.
if your son is smoking with a bunch of fucking 28-year-olds and he's 16, we're telling your fucking dad you're smoking weed. But he's with a bunch of 16-year-olds just having pizza, summer fucking vacation, like they're at the beach type shit.
Oh,
what am
it's
I
all
gonna
good.
do? Bro, we're all kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I can understand that comparison. Yeah, one of them is more like
if
sketchy than the other.
I completely disagree.
okay.
So-
you're telling?
I'm telling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
because we got away with it because like our parents were busy with other shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And
I mean, the thing
But
with me is
realistic-
that I think that I'm gonna let my kids smoke weed. Like, it's whatever. Like, as long as they're,
I'll be like, I don't care if you smoke weed, just don't be smoking it out in the open like that. Or
yeah,
out, like,
that's at some point.
that's what I would be more
I
mad
disagree.
about. I think.
At some point, my parents gave up on like telling me not to smoke. Their thing was like, do it here so you don't make us look bad out there type shit.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I mean, I'm obviously not gonna tell my kids smoke weed, but at this point, smoking weed is like drinking alcohol. Everyone does it, and by the time my kids are old enough, I'm sure it's gonna be even.
what's old enough? Because we're talking about like if you see someone's kid and it's like during their summer they're not in school. I assume you're still talking about if they're under 18. So what's old enough for you?
For them to understand what is going on. Like my kid, even if I'm having a beer right now, he's too young to understand. To him, it's just a drink. He doesn't know that it's alcohol. You know, like at some point they're gonna realize, oh, like this is. Like I don't want to say a drug, but weed is a drug. You know, it's a substance that changes your
Alters your perception.
Yeah. So at some point they're gonna realize like, oh, this is an adult thing, right?
Right.
At that point, it's like, okay, you're old enough to realize that this is either not, it's good or bad. You know, if you do it, it's wrong because you're young. As a parent, you're supposed to let them know this is an adult thing. You're not supposed to do this till you're 18. But if I catch my kid smoking weed, what kind of fucking hypocrite would I be for like
Yeah.
beating my kid or fucking punishment? Like
I know you. I know you'll be like okay with it because you know. Like you were that age before.
Yeah.
I just asked this question because at some point I got snitched on.
I'm not fucking done. I want to argue that point.
Okay.
Because like we all know that. Well, like personally, me, like my mom was like super strict on me. Like I didn't even drink at the parties I went to in high school. You know what I mean? Like I was like afraid. Like I was like, nah, like I shouldn't be doing that.
I'll have like
don't
a
you guys
beer.
think? Don't you guys think like
a sip too.
I mean, eventually I started drinking at parties and shit.
Unless you had
But-
Budweisers.
But don't you guys think that like you should feel that way about like you're saying your kids wouldn't want to drink that because it's like an adult beverage, Like, at what point do you think it would be personally, like, for you, okay, like, oh, fuck it, if he does it, fuck it. Like, I want to know, like,
I was gonna say that.
My brother's 14 and I'm still like
That's
on
too
his
young.
ass.
What the fuck? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. At what point is that like, oh, you're 16 now,
but
it's okay?
15? You said he's 15?
No, he's
No, he's
14.
14. Okay. Freshman year, if I catch my kid drinking, it's gonna be made a big deal. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you a fucking idiot? Like, type shit.
Okay.
But, like, bro, we're all kids, you know? At that point, if I catch a 12-year-old smoking weed, I'm picking you up by your shirt and I'm taking you to your dad and I'm fucking, hey, this motherfucker was out there smoking weed type shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a fucking 15, 16-year-old, he's at the beach with his friends. He's old enough to be trusted to go to the beach alone, you know?
Yeah.
Do I want my kids out there smoking? No, I'd probably be more like my parents. Like,
yeah.
And I'm not letting your little friends smoke at my house. This is like I'm okay with you doing it, and it's not gonna be an everyday thing either. Like,
Yeah.
as long as your grades don't slip, and I don't feel like you're acting a fool off of this shit. What's the problem with like? There's people that take their kids to get tattoos at like 15.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an extremity, though. I don't hear about that too often.
My
I've heard
wife
that.
got taken at like 15 to go get a tattoo by her parents.
So
yeah.
your wife, that's not.
No, there's a lot of people that like, bro, we all went to people in high school that got tattoos. And a lot of the reasons is because their parents were okay with it. Like, oh, we'll take you as long as you get the good grades.
Remember, there's always that one girl that gets like the new tattoo, and then she's all going like this, showing her hand to everyone when she talks.
I don't think that's a girl thing, bro, because I definitely see a bunch of guys
guys.
flexing.